Game jams can be really fun sometimes. Game developers all around the world working on healthy hours, usually for a couple days, all competing to make the best game. And what do they win? Bragging rights. But if you ask me, no one ever really wins these. And I don't mean that in a philosophical, no one ever really wins anything. I mean, I literally don't believe these winners are real human beings. Now, there's a lot that goes into making games, especially in a short amount of time. So, it would be really stupid participating in a game jam this competitive all by yourself. It's common sense to have teammates. So, who was in my team, you ask? No one.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
So how exactly did I compete against 6,000 other entries made by teams of people much smarter than I? Well... Where am I? You're in therapy. Therapy? What would I need therapy for? Well, your friends thought you might need it. They said you tried making a game for a game jam and failed so horribly you just wouldn't stop talking about it. So they knocked you out and then they brought you here. Couldn't have been that bad. Now make yourself comfortable and tell me all about this game jam. It all started on a Friday night. So, the theme for the game jam was
Roll of the Dice.
48 hours to make a game about rolling dice. So, if the jam starts on a Friday night, then I should have till, I don't know, what is that, like Monday morning? Now, at the start of the jam, I legit had no idea what type of game I would be making. So, I decided to just model a die to see where that takes me. Then, I wrote some code to make it roll. I remember finishing the die pretty late, but I don't remember what I did after that. I think I slept off.
Oh, shit.
I woke up the next day with the idea I ended up sticking with.
Wake up.
What if the player's movement is controlled by the number that the die lands on? Now within a couple hours, I came up with 3 different movement styles. Double jump, zero gravity, and gravity shift. This looks a little too much like Pac-Man. After wasting a shit ton of time changing things up, I finally added dice rolling to the game. I decided to make the game more interesting by adding a second die that's meant to tell the player what to do in order to progress in the game, like kill an enemy or just platforming. Now this sounded like a really easy idea to implement till I started working on it. The challenges just weren't working. And I don't just mean the swarm of bugs that came in with them. Some challenges would be fine in one movement style and then become so cracked in the next movement style that I don't even think I can call it a challenge anymore. For the rest of the day, I was trying to come up with challenges that would work with all 3 movement styles, but I was left with one challenge. So you push the disc and then you try to hit the other disc and you win. Yay. Okay, look. It was already 12 AM, I was exhausted out of my mind, making no progress. I decided the best thing to do was to sleep. It's like it's time to just go to bed. I mean, I still have one more night. So, I woke up the next morning to start working on a challenge idea I had in mind. Then I decided that the player should be able to reach all 4 corners of the dungeon in any movement style. So I changed the double jump to a triple jump, and I changed gravity shift to more of a wall walk. This shit took me 3 hours and some horrendous game jam code. But anyhow, let me even check how much time I have left. Wait, so you thought a 48-hour game jam starting on Friday night would end on Monday morning? So that means you thought you had 3 nights to work on a 2-day game jam. Yeah, I forgot how time works. His friends did say he was stupid. What was that? So you found out that you didn't have enough time because of your horrible sense of reasoning, and having to quit the game jam because of something that dumb is driving you crazy, correct? Well, I didn't have enough time, but I never said I quit the jam. I really only had one choice. You see, being extremely bad with time has made me something of a master procrastinator. Ugh, oh my god. Now at this point, the game needed one more challenge to complete my minimum of 3 challenges. The game also didn't have a game loop, main menu screen, music, or sound effects. Oh, and especially no tutorial. And I only had 6 hours till the end of the jam. So I knew I had to work fast. I came up with the last challenge and worked on it within an hour. Then I started fighting with bugs in the other challenges while working on the main menu screen that I stole from another game I was working on. I managed to slap on some main menu music and dungeon music that I stole from the internet. Then I finally got the restart menu working to complete the game loop. Yes, now I can die and restart the game. And with 1 hour left, I submitted the game and made the landing page. The time was up and I could no longer make changes to my game. Now, that would have been such a happy ending if I had enough time to make the tutorial for the game. Look, don't be so hard on yourself. From the looks of it, I think maybe the jam was probably meant for teams. I mean, did your team make the vast majority of the art during the jam? There's no solo option. Did your team make the vast majority of the music? We'll never know the true intentions of that game jam. It's nothing to wrap your head around or go crazy for. And that's not what drove me crazy. At least, that's not what I think did. Right after the game jam was over, I became obsessed with actually finishing the game. My first priority was to fix up the bad game jam code. Let me just get rid of this. And, then the character model. I put the character back into the game and added all new animations. I ended up having to scrap 2 of the original challenges and replace them with these new ones. Then I added some text to kind of show how to play the game and what challenges you're meant to do. I added a new main menu screen that doesn't look like it was stolen from a different game. Then I worked on some sound effects. After that, the game was basically finished. So you've lost me. Where's the part where you started losing your mind? Look, I don't know why I'm here. Last thing I remember before I got knocked out, I guess, was forcing all my friends to play my game for the 1000th time because I just wanted it to be perfect. Okay, look, they don't pay me enough for this. What kind of therapist are you? I'm you. I've been you since this entire thing. You can't afford therapy. No one watches these videos. Just look to the camera and tell them to like and
Gassed up, shawty, said I need about 40, pull up to the party, yeah.